Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 8 and Third Reich events. Alright, let's continue this. The Soviet Union is mobilizing the army. Wonder why. Korea is offering a yes, we will do that. And we won. We still have combat going here. Now, after the last episode, when I stopped, the game crashed. So I replayed back to the 6th of February. I'm going to create, using you see the SS support units there. An SS, one of these SS units, mech units is a Panzer Corps. We're going to form some Waffen SS units out here. Yeah, we're sending lots of stuff. We'll send you over here. We're sending lots of units west now. Sherpunk advanced. Great. Now, what we are doing also, I was looking around, we're gonna shift focus because we're no longer in the midst of a battle in the east to try to get the best tactical advantages. So okay, good. There, yes, you may have the energy. So we'll up there, capture that. Now we're going to leave the police there, and so these guys have to capture that. As you can see, revolt risk is still fairly high in India and Arabia here. Various places. I'm going to try to remember to make a post about this. So if you don't see it in a few days, Salisbury here, Rhodesia, should have an airport. At least a one count. I know they're sort of posting this as the forest, and Hartley here is there, but that's the capital. Yeah, Rhodesia, you know, we've talked to a few people. It wasn't all that well developed, but I think at least a level 1 airport there. But what really sort of got me looking is Johannesburg here, Johannesburg. No airports, and if that's a reasonably accurate period photo, should have an airport there, probably level 3 at least. Yeah, you got down in Cape Town down here, and up at Wavis Bay there's an airport, but I'm going to try to mention it for map improvements. I prefer Black Ice to fix it than make it something that's probably most appropriately be Tanganyika. Now I have done a lot of tweaking here for Tanganyika. No, it's this one here. Yeah, the rare materials and such that were based off of period map I found. Industrial. Okay. Assist. Assist. Winning the war as Air Force Signals Auxiliary. Free up men for the frontline duty. It's basically, or, well, it's a little bit said more than there, but that's what that is. Poster period with a early image of mine. I would do better nowadays. But yeah, okay. We gained a bunch of manpower and officers. Because I look at this as this is more of the administrative support element, including like telephone operators or radar ground control people. The women you see that are in the room with the microphones that are getting reports in, that then they move counters around or whatever around the map, saying here's incoming bombers, and all these type of activities, as well as managing fuel supplies and spare parts supplies and all that, as opposed to some of the other events that TRE has for the Luftschutz types, the women that are helping with flak guns and a bit more manual. So I looked at this as helping up bring mostly non-combat type roles in the Luftwaffe that were administrative and support elements that you could then move men, even if they're not the most combat-oriented men physically, to flak divisions or the Hermann Goering division or other similar type units that are in the support elements, a bit more in the field kind of thing. So everyone out as well as officers. So that's how I interpreted that program and poster. Now let's slow this down just a little bit. Now we've got I've shifted a lot of air over here, so we should be dominating, though I don't know. I'm hoping I've kept the air from going out over the channel, but I'm hoping to. Nobody's there at the moment. Well, okay. Now, if you get this event and it doesn't have a picture, please let me know. Protect Sardinia from invasion. This is an event from Pavellini. I should, in the one that's released later, should have the event image there. This is triggered by a series of events that that Italy is doing a fortification effort, and in his research, he's an Italian, that they did ask for some mostly technical type expertise because of the West Wall and the Atlantic Wall to come in and advise the Italians on what the Germans had learned for fortification. So basically we're going to say yes, we lose a little leadership manpower. I don't want to hurt our relationships with them, and they also get some other positive effects, though maybe not under these conditions. Well, they still have the Gibraltar here, so they could theoretically invade, but obviously it's more designed that if there's significant presence of the Allies getting ready to invade. And to the point that Pavellini, he's done on-site. This is what I really love about my contributors. He's done some on-site investigations of the fortifications, as well as reading and research to it. So that's how, shall we say, deep our research is going. Okay, Schwer SS Panzer Abteilung, I believe all that is what it stands for. Appropriation of heavy Panzer battalions, new Tiger tanks. Used on the Eastern Front. Well, okay, we don't need them on the Eastern Front. Yes, we will do this. And that is definitely a SS Panzer, or Tiger, because that's the key in the shield there of key, SEP, if I remember everything correctly, is the German word for key, and that's the SEP is the nickname, as in Sepp Dietrich. I forget his real first name. And so they use the key symbol with you there. So yes, we want the heavy Panzer units. And let's see. Okay, good. I just wanted to see how this battle goes. We're outnumbered. We brought in. It was at night. Night fighters came in. what I'm hoping all this does is this one. Well, we may. I would rather have, you know, 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 over to them. Just trying to. Ooh, look at that. That's a big battle. Got a big battle here going. More big battle going. Is to beat up on the English Air Force in preparations for invasion. At least that's the plan. Now, okay, I've also sent some transports around. Before we run out of supplies, we're going to see about shifting them. Rather have the other division because it has artillery there. Now, so Fliegers are very reinforced division. I'm under the belief that these guys may be entirely disorganized. I don't know that, but what I do also believe is that if we lose, we'll just retreat out, damaged but not destroyed. At least that's part of my hopes and plot. No, he doesn't have any. But, oh, well, these guys here might be able to come up and move them. If not, I'll fly in some more standard transport aircraft. I think we'll maybe use some bombers. For the moment, I'm still trying to keep the Spanish out of the war. Look at it, totally moved everybody out of here. Another thing I don't know, I hope to maybe remember something is both Spain and Vichy France, either in their EULA codes to build, or they should have events to get them some sea transports, because I don't know if I said this in an earlier episode or not. You can see all the Vichy guys slowly starting to move around here, and Spanish guys heading the other way now that they have a ground link up through the Axis. Not that I don't think some shouldn't leave, but I just wonder whether they all should be going out. Down here, these guys. Is that too heavy to move, I guess? Or not enough organization? No transport. Okay, we need some more. These guys can go also over here. I think I have, yeah, Singleton over here. Okay, that's good. Okay, Blitzkrieg has advanced. And yes, we're switching that over to shipbuilding technologies. And road network has advanced. Okay. Now that we're no longer... Well, we still may have a difficulty in sending supplies out to our forces that are going to guard our eastern border. It's no longer as critical. And I want to We'll do aircraft. Production. Okay, level 7. Roads, that would be useful. Okay, now we also did get those Schwer SS Panzer units. Look at there in Berlin. Oh, that's a KV-2. The KV-2 is obviously a Soviet tank. Could be inappropriate, actually. It is not a tank. It looks like a tank, it feels like a tank, it drives like a tank. You use it like a tank in War Thunder, but it's not a tank. The KV-2 is a so it's a, I would say, inappropriate picture there, revolver held, if you're watching this. The KV-2 is a support gun. It's a 152 millimeter fairly low velocity gun that not that great, but it does have a certain reasonable elevation ability for the gun barrel, as well as with the using the KV hole and the fairly thick turret, sort of direct fire support like you get also in a Stug 3 type thing. Now the Stug started out as a support anti-bunker blasting thing and moved more and more into a tank killer role. These guys, the Germans captured a few. I remember a photo of one that was in Greece. They sent down there. From some of the stuff I read, they really need to operate on fairly level terrain in their indirect role. They're not all that great. So, just my thoughts. KV-2, but where I would, because I'm guessing that this is supposed to be a, well, it's KV-1, so even your photo is wrong to the image there, because that's a KV-1 thing, not a KV-2. KV-2s have the big slab sides. But so, okay, now these things. I remember using these before in my last invasion of Britain. And they're fairly good, but they just don't have much staying power, because I wanted to use them, as a type of fortress buster type support. So let's send them off over here, because this is sort of where everybody's going to be ending up. But we want to build some support elements. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to keep them SS. Well, let's do just... They have artillery, right? Excuse me. Yeah, so... Wrong button. Let's add some recon. $30, $10. We're going with regular engineers. So with the engineers, heavy armor, reconnaissance. We've got SP artillery, mechanized battalion 23. Okay, we'll do that. high seas. So that's some reconnaissance, even though it's light. Engineers, that. Oh, and let's do, because I want combined arms, let's give them a divisional headquarters. No, we're not giving you Lend-Lease support. Italy, come on. What the hell are you doing? You haven't even taken them out here. And you've got more than enough units that you're moving around, wandering aimlessly and not actively going after anybody. Okay, well, should have gone there and cut off their last support through India, as well as Burma. Okay, we're going to keep this episode short because I've just been busy with other things and making this episode just before uploading it, and the longer the episode is, the longer the upload time. So I'm hoping to make 2 or 3 episodes right after this in the next few days. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. Do appreciate that. Please post comments. See you next time.